Good afternoon, everyone. So, as promised, I will go ahead and provide a reaction to the newest trailer for Chapter 4 of Yamato 3199. This will follow on the one I did a couple months previously. As a reminder, Chapter 4 is due to release October 10th. So, I'm going to go ahead and play this trailer through all the way first, and then I'll go back and talk about what I see.
なぜボラーの言いなりになるようなこと。
ブラディアの魔女ボラーの属国バース星の太閤にして猛暑ラムが来る。我々は行かねばならない。カルマン・ガミラスとの戦いにバース星の命運はかかっている。数多くの同胞を犠牲にして得たチャンスだ。外すなよラジェンドラ。デスラーソートお覚悟。
So,
なぜボラーの言い
first of all, we see more Captain Ram. So, judging by how much we're seeing Captain Ram, it looks to me like he's going to be playing a prominent role in the upcoming chapter. Now, remember, the last couple of chapters have been 4 episodes apiece. Chapter 1 was only 2, but chapters 2 and 3 were 4 episodes. This is supposed to be a 26-episode series in total for this season, and 7 chapters released. So, with the first chapter being 2 episodes, that means that all the rest of them are going to have to be 4 episodes. So, I'm expecting 4 episodes with this upcoming chapter in October. And it looks like that we're going to be dealing with Captain Ram here pretty quick right off the bat, which makes sense, given that where the series left off was with Yamato being escorted to Gamulas, and I would expect the next episode to deal with the interaction with Dessler, the return of Sasha, and then the underlying part being the fight with Ram and some of the other Gamulas people as well.
いなりになるようなこ
ブ
と。
ラディアの魔女ボラーの属国バース星の
Okay, so that, let me go back again. So that looks like
バース星の太
either the Resistance does that, which I don't think so, or what am I spacing on their names right now? The Future Humans, who came in and at the beginning of this season. So, Dazarium. So this is either Dazarium or the Resistance blowing up something where the Dazarium is. I think it's probably Dazarium. This looks like, I'm actually not sure where this is, but it might be Paris, possibly. It looks like something in Paris, but again, I'm not sure. I'm not a building expert, so if any of you in the comments can tell me where you think this is, then let me know, but it's definitely on Earth.
星の太閤にして
Okay, so now we got some more going on here with Admiral Dietz and Berger, and this is obviously the home Gallman Defense Fleet. Yeah, tongue twister there. The Gamulas-Gallman Empire is a tongue twister, I'm telling you. So, obviously there's this defense fleet here. This is definitely Planet Gallman. It can't be anything else.
にして猛暑ラムが来る。
So they're getting together for something. In this is interesting because we have, go back before the words appear on the screen here. Come on. Almost got it. That's close I'm gonna get. So as you can see, you got Yamato there, and she's got 2 dimensional submarines as escorts. They're tied off to her, like we saw with Andromeda in 2202, where she had the 2 dreadnoughts that were tied off to each other. I don't think that's what's going on here. I think they're doing what they did at the end of 2202, where they're escorting her. At least that's what I think they're doing. That's what it looks like to me. So that's definitely interesting. Okay, and then again we've got Sasha here. Come on. There we go. There's Sasha. Man, she looks a lot like her mother, doesn't she? But she's got, of course, her father's eyes. She's got Kodai's eyes. So that's distinctive. But she looks a lot like her. The title for this trailer, I think, was Blue Sasha, so I don't know what to think about that. I always wondered about how, when she escaped the Dazarium, if it was planned for that. I'm definitely thinking that it was planned, that they let her go for some purpose. And then there's that general guy again, or actually not the general guy, Alphaz, whatever his name was. No, this is his other guy. This is the other dude, the one who's aggressive. Okay, and that's Ram speaking. Obviously a battle. We saw this part in the previous trailer where we had the Gamelan fleet and Ram's fleet going after them. So this is definitely Bolar ships. Absolutely no question about that. They're Bolar ships. That red one in the middle, again, that's Captain Ram's ship. That's definitely the Legendra. I don't know if they'll keep the name or not, but that's what I'm going to refer to her as for now. Until I'm told otherwise. I would be surprised if they didn't keep the name. But obviously there's definitely some kind of battle going on here. Oh, and Sasha's definitely reacting to something here. Something's not good. She's pointing at something. Kodai's not happy. Kodai's very nervous. And then, oh yeah, we got that flower thing again. So, obviously, the submarines try to take Yamato down into that dimension, and they get caught by the... They're going to have to figure out how to deal with it. Okay, and then obviously we've got another incident where another submarine, maybe even a third submarine. That is a lot of torpedoes. Oh my gosh, wow. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 torpedoes. Oh my gosh, wow. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 12, no, 14. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14. Oh my word. That's a lot of torpedoes. Wow. So maybe there's a third submarine hidden because they know that flower thing is going to appear and they want to take it out. So maybe they're using the Yamato as bait to draw it. But again, I don't know. It's only speculation. I won't know until we see the episode itself in October. So we're going to have to wait and see. But that's definitely interesting. That looked interesting actually as well. That was a Warpout of some kind. But it almost reminded me of the Gaston gates that were used. The big gates that were used in 2199. And we saw them again regularly in 2205 and again in 3199 now. So it's interesting, actually. That's what it looks like to me, but I can't figure out what ship that is. And then it's obviously breaking through something. Like, that's not ice that's falling off of that. That's like another ship. Like, it's broken another ship. So whatever this thing is probably not good. That did not look like anything good to me. And then this is obviously a target. Alright, a target plotter. And that almost looks like Gomulas to me. Alright, so that might be a Bolar target scope. And that tower, I mean, that looks like Gomulas. So let me go back. And you know what? The closed captions are just horrible. But I'll put them on anyway. It'll give me some idea, at least, of what's being said. I mean, the automatic translation really, really sucks. But at the same time, it's better than nothing. It's not an official sub, but I'll take it because I can't speak Japanese.
なぜボラーの言いなりになるようなこと。ウラリアの魔女。ボラーの属国。罰政の大公にして猛将ラムが来る。我々は行かねばならない。カルマン・ガミラスとの戦いに罰政の戦いに罰せねばならない。カルマン。
That's coming on fast. Okay. Okay. Huh. So, obviously some kind of major battles coming up. And I think this is Ram who's talking.
バースへの命運はかかっている。数多くの同胞を犠牲にして得たチャンスだ。外すなよラジェンドラ。デスラー相当お覚悟。
That's all right. That last part, actually, to me, is interesting because, as you recall, Sasha in the original, back in the 1970s, the original Yamato, she sacrifices herself. So that could be what this is. I don't feel like it is. I feel like that's too early. But from what I understand is that this series, 3199, is supposed to be a compilation of the original Be Forever Yamato movie, which had Sasha in it, and the original season 3 of Yamato as well, that few people liked in the States, but I mean, I tolerated it. It wasn't my favorite, but I tolerated it. So I think that's why they show the sun with the flares around it in the intro of each episode of this season. So maybe it's possible that they're bringing it together, that they managed to expel Dazarium. So actually, you know, at this point, I'm going to go ahead and provide my predictions now. So a couple things that I think are going to happen in the next 4 episodes. So with this release of this chapter in October. Number 1, there is going to be some kind of granting of asylum or an agreement between the crew of the Yamato and Dazzler. All right, it's very obvious they're fugitives. They're not in line with what Earth government is doing. Okay, they definitely disapprove of that. Number 2, Susan, what's his name? So, my God. Why am I spacing on his name? The pilot's son. Oh, I almost said Susumu, but no, it's Sudami. Sorry, I forgot it for a minute. Sudami Kato. I would expect to see more with him, and maybe he's able to get that creepy Dazarium girl more on his side. I don't know. Number 3, I'm hoping that we'll see that Gamelan girl again. We first met her, of course, in 2202 when the Yamato saved her. I would like to see her again. Prediction number 4, we're going to see what happens to the crew of the Ahsoka, and they were captured at the end of the last batch. Number 5, I believe that the Resistance is going to start exposing Dazarium for the liars and assholes that they actually are. Number 6, we're going to see an all-out war with Yamato in the middle of it, between the Gamelans and the Bolars, just like we saw in the original. And I think this time Yamato's actually going to take a side in it. Number 6, I think that there's going to be some kind of major mission that involves the Yamato that the Gamelans are secretly backing, that somehow results in the Yamato meeting the Captain Ram and the Legendra. So we have that meeting, and along the way they figure out, you know, just how evil the Bolars actually are. And number 7, Sasha, we figure out what Dazarium's plan was with Sasha, whether she escaped or whether she was actually let go. And we're going to figure out exactly what's going on there. And it's either going to end with her being killed, or she might be a body double, and then they're going to have, like, basically figure out that no, her real body's still on the ship there, the Dazarium ship. So that's what I think's going to happen here. It's definitely going to be very compressed, just as it was in the last couple episodes. I'm actually probably going to go rewatch those now, and so that I can kind of refresh my memory a little bit, and then just start pining even more for the next chapter. They really got to pick up the pace with these. 6 months in between is torturous, I'll be honest. Really, it really is. They should release more than just 4 episodes. It's just not enough. So, anyway, that's my thoughts for this latest trailer. Hope you all enjoyed, and can't wait for October. Have a good one.